Okay. Hi. In these card readings, I focus on connections and relationships because they are so important in showing us who we are and helping us to grow. In these readings, you can expect me to speak truth in kindness, as this is how we get to self understanding. Show your support with a thumbs up and consider subscribing. You can find more info and links to help you on your journey in the description box once the live stream is over, and also the timestamps as well. All right, so welcome to self-discovery support. Tonight we're focusing on their regrets. Well, their regrets, but we might look a little bit, for fairness sake, at your regrets as well, in case we have cross watchers. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to choose A, B, or C. We are using the Tarot of the Divine, this right here, and also we are gonna use the marquee playing cards, and at the end of each reading I will do a zodiac charm draw. Okay, so I'll leave you to it. All right, so we're gonna jump straight into it. You know, this ad has been like on my table. Okay, so if you chose A, this is gonna be your reading. Now, all right, so you have the Six of Coins if you chose A, and each of these has a little story. I'm just gonna like quickly look at your story. Okay, all right, I have it here. Now, it seems like your person here regrets not giving to you, Group A, not being more generous with you, not having a kind of greater sense of ease. And also, it could be if they weren't reciprocating, they regret that. So, there's something in this card about, like, in the negative aspects about abuse of power, and it can be that your person felt like in order to like keep some kind of control in this dynamic, they needed to keep you on your toes in a way. Like, I'm not gonna give too much. It felt like more what they're saying. It's okay if you give to me, but I'm not gonna give too much to you because I need to keep like a sense of where this is going for myself. All right, so that is the baseline of your person. Let's look at this some more, Group A. All right, we have an Ace of Spades. We have a Two of Diamonds. And we have a Six of Hearts. Let's clarify. 10 of Clubs, Six of Spades, and 4. Okay, in your reading, just to start off, you have 3 sixes. Okay, what does that mean? It feels like your person may be feeling a little bit more like they should have been more community minded, more guided by I would say like the rules of, like, I don't know, like goodwill, ethics, morals. It's almost like the golden rule, like do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's like your person realizes that it probably can't be fair that you are giving You are being reciprocal and they are just taking or maybe not giving as much, right? So let's get into your reading here. We do have a nine of diamonds. All right, so you could be dealing with somebody that was pursuing their independence in some way. They they are quite an independent person in terms of yeah. It's like they feel this could be the type of person that feels no matter what, it's them alone in the world, right? They might not lean into connections as easily. Um, the truth is that it feels like this person is saying that they actually were, they're saying that they were quite burdened, maybe burdened by life, burdened by many things. And so they didn't feel the luxury to give out energy to you like that, or they had to like dole it out. Um, they're saying that just to go back to that, like I want to go back to that. I think what all of us have like the same amount of like energy, right? Some people have a little bit more, but all of us have the same 24 hours in a day. So I almost feel like if this person wanted to prioritize you, they would, right? And so it's to me that's like, okay, let's store that for now. Let's hear more because this is almost feeling like an excuse, but I do get that people do feel stressed, overwhelmed, but there are measures and there are things you can communicate to your person because the idea is that in a relationship, your person is supposed to be support, not someone that's a taker, right? Which is, it seems like what they became, but they are saying they regret that, right? So that is at least like to me good that they regret the lack of reciprocity with you. Now let's look at this two of diamonds and six of spades. All right, so this is somebody that, ooh, okay, they felt so imbalanced. It feels like this person felt like they had to move on. So this could be somebody that you actually are split from or they left in some way, group A. And I'm seeing that they regret this as well. It's almost like they were so overwhelmed with the connection for some reason. We're going to look at that, like why they were overwhelmed. But let me just glance over here, which is, it feels like, okay, it feels like this person could have gone back to somebody that they knew from the past or somebody they felt more comfortable with. Something that felt more secure to them. Okay, I want to get into that because there's some things coming up here. All right. What did this person like? What do they mean? What was the issue why they moved on? King of Diamonds, Eight of Hearts. You know what? It's feeling like this person felt like it's really important to them, right, to feel stable. And this is not just like emotional stability, it's like economic, financial stability. And what felt safer to them is like, I have to prioritize that. This is like a story that's come up in several of these readings, but there is 8-8 here. So that tells me that this person was like in the energy of like, I have to manifest something, and it feels like it's my wealth, it's my business, it's my career, that type of thing. This giving to you, giving to this situation, group A, maybe was too much for them emotionally. Eight of Clubs talks about really like going towards something else. It feels like they left, but they didn't just leave to like sit and like chill and rest and recover. As you see sometimes in these readings, this is somebody that went directly towards something else. And the Nine of Hearts is like, to what feels more fulfilling to me. Okay. So this person was like fully focused on like just what's important to them, right? And that's the I did not reciprocate your emotions, I didn't reciprocate your feelings, I didn't reciprocate your time and energy is what comes up here. This person made some kind of clear decision and they could have even communicated to you in a very kind of like removed way, like almost like they had made up their mind and just kind of maybe dismissed. This to me is like a dismissive type of energy. They could have dismissed you and just said or cut you off and then decided, okay, I'm going in this new direction. Okay, let's tell me about that because it's here. Tell me about that new direction. It seems like it's something from the past that felt more comfortable. Tell me about the new direction. Oh, this person was so worried. Group A, they were worried that they wouldn't have enough. They were really worried that they wouldn't have enough. It feels like resources. I wonder if this person felt like you required a lot of resources. You know, often these things are in people's heads, right? And this is Nine of Spades. It's like it makes me think of like if you are group A and you're with your person and you're like passing like a car showroom and you say, you know, I like that car and it's like a BMW or something or anything that's expensive to them. They're like, oh my gosh, this person has like expensive taste. I can't cater to them. I don't know why they jumped to that conclusion because it feels like just a comment. That whole story just came to my head. I don't know why. And I think it has something to do with you. It's like you could have just been yourself and they just in observing you, there's this anxiety. I don't have enough. I don't have enough for group A. Maybe I am not enough as well is coming out here. Ten of hearts to the six. Okay, yeah. Okay, a little bit of the story. The backstory is here. This person is somebody that probably felt like, okay, I can be happier. This is like another person, a queen of clubs. I can be happier and I can feel more successful as a person with this other queen of clubs person. And maybe there's like, okay, there's more passion. I'm not so worried about work. Maybe it's like a new work interest with this person as well. Something here. Um, what else do I want to ask? I maybe want to ask about this. What is the worry here? Five of Spades. This person was worried that you would reject them. Group A. Um, Four of Clubs. Yeah. They felt like if you were with them, like if they like put you in a commitment with them, that you would have regrets. It's almost like they felt like you're not matched properly because of the whole either economic stability type of thing. They're not stable enough for you. Six of Diamonds. Um, you would regret giving to them. And it's almost like this person thought like you're at point A, like you might be at, let's say you're at talking stage, right? You're at point A with them and they're thinking through stage A, stage B, stage C, stage D, all the way to like Z. And so it's almost like they're at this point and like mind reading, or which is like a phrase, you know, they say when you try to like preempt, or you're anxious all the way into the future. Because all I'm seeing here is this person like worrying about like, what if I don't have enough in the future? What if I don't what if they reject me because, you know, this person regrets that they got with me and they ever gave anything to, you know, it's like just a cycle of worry. And I get it. People can worry, and especially maybe in this society where I do think certain genders get a lot of pressure for what they should provide. But the thing about it with connections, and I'm just going to say this as like wisdom I've learned over the years, you have to stay present with that person in the moment, because you're not going to, you can't, like, everybody's different. When you're with one person, you're not dealing with the whole society. You're not dealing with everything you've ever learned about the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever from childhood. You're just dealing with that person. And I think that's always the best way to think of it, which would mean kind of like overcoming this overthinking energy. So this person is in regret. Okay, so now that they're in regret, I want to know, like, okay, what what do they want to do about this? Seven of Spades, Three of Spades, Four of Hearts. Okay. It feels like this person is just like staying behind a wall with their. It makes me think like, I'm just gonna eat my heartbreak type of thing. I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, I have a wall up. I'm just gonna like hide how hurt I am and just hide my disappointments. It's like I'm just gonna live with it. Okay. That's okay, that's kind of sad. Okay. This I asked why in my mind, and these two cards came out, which is, it's almost like this person feels like they they had their cake, so they have to eat it. Is, I don't know if that's a phrase, but it feels like that's what they're saying. Like, because I did this, I have to just stay with it. Um, and it's like they already know that you are totally like, okay, yeah, you're coming up as very closed off to this person, group A, and um, they're showing that they have feelings or emotions, but and that they would be satisfied. What is it? They be, you satisfy them is what I want to say, but I think they are very fearful of the wall that you may have up. Yeah, you're closed off to any intentions, it's telling me, of being with them. At least that's their reading of it, right? That's how they feel. Okay, so I am going to get some advice for you, and then we'll get your zodiac signs here. Advice for group A: if you find yourself in this position, group A, new beginning. Yeah, I think with this, you have to focus on yourself, because this person, it feels like your person suffers from a lot of negative thinking and or like poor self-esteem related to like the resources that they don't have. And it feels like they made that like a mountain that they can't overcome between you and them. And there's nothing you can do about that, right? You have new opportunities that you can embrace, and you just have to like go about your life. This has to be this person's thing to deal with. Now, if you are listening to this and you felt like, actually, I relate to this person that I'm describing as group A's person, I'm gonna pull a card for you as well. Like, what's the advice for you? Okay, we have. Okay, let me see. Is this with? Who is this with? Okay, nine. Oh yeah. Okay, got it. Got it. Group A's person, cross watcher. You have options, right? That's what this wants to tell you. You have options, and you have a right to dream about what you want in life. So if you dream of a person like group A, you have that right as well. I'm not saying you have a right for group A to say yes to what you're saying, but you have a right to dream and to pursue your dreams. You also, you're being encouraged to either, if this is with group A or with other people, the next time you're being encouraged to express your emotions, because you just don't know what, you can't preempt feelings, right? You just don't know. Say how you feel is important at the front. And this 9 of clubs is like, keep trying, persevere. It's like, have some kind of stick to itiveness with your feelings. Just be forthright with somebody. I like you. I know right now you know that I don't have much, but would you just be with me? Would you go out on a date? Would you just hang out a little bit? Right? So it's something like that. Be persevere. Okay. All right. So you both have your advice. Now we're gonna get zodiac signs. Man, group A, your reading was long. Your reading was long. Okay. Group A, you have Capricorn, you have Aquarius. Ooh, okay, you have Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aries. Okay, so it seems like a lot of like cardinal signs, fixed signs were having this issue. Okay, that could be your person or it could be you. All right, that is what I have for you, Group A. All right, so if you are, we just finished Group A. If you chose this sign, what am I saying? If you chose this card, you are Group B, and we're gonna start your reading. Okay, so let's see. This is a 2 of Cups. And I happen to know this story. It's really, it's what this is saying is that your person's regrets just out the front of the gate is not connecting to you, not choosing you, and not being like faithful to the connection that was here, right? Because this is a story of I think it's Gilgamesh and I can't remember the name of the other person, but it's 2 people who are like soulmates, and it goes beyond like sex or gender or anything like that. So you could be in a connection that is same sex, or you could have been friends for a long time, something like that. Your person regrets not choosing you, right? Okay, so, or not making that happen. Let's go a little bit deeper with the cards and see what is going on here. Okay. Pile or Group B, please tell me, Group B's person, what do you regret? All right, Queen of Spades, 9 of Hearts, Jack of Spades, ooh, 5 of Spades, 9 of Diamonds, Jack of Diamonds, okay, and a 10 of Diamonds, okay. You have 2 9s right up the front and 2 jacks. You nine two nines are about like closing out cycles. So this person could have felt like I should have closed out a cycle and pursued you. Group B. These two jacks are a lot of like action. I should have taken more action. And maybe also because the jacks are a little bit like naive or immature energy, maybe this person feels like I took an action that was not the most mature thing to do. All right, so let's get into your reading. Now, this person feels like you are somebody that is like you just say what you mean, group B. Like you're just somebody that you just say what comes to your mind. You're a straight shooter, you're a straight talker, you're a truth teller. And I think because of that, I think in general, I'm going to talk about the Queen of Spades. The Queen of Spades has, if you're somebody like that, what I just described, like you're intelligent, you say truthfully, this person traditionally has such a hard time in love because not a lot of people want to hear the truth. Queen of Spades can be like a mirror to your shadow, and it can be, I don't know, it can irritate or trigger you. She's not in reverse, right? But it's like maybe this person felt like you're gonna reject them. You're just gonna reject them. So there was like this fear that you're gonna reject them, group B, and they start with that. Like they didn't they didn't push forward with the coupling, the coming together, the relationship because they just were scared that you would reject them. And the nine of hearts and the nine of diamonds, they felt like, you know, it's maybe you prefer to be alone. Maybe you prefer to be your singlehood. Maybe it's just better that we're like separate and independent. Um, and with these two jacks, it just feels like this person was like, um, almost like they didn't know what to do. Should I take my time or should I make this happen quickly? It's like two energies, fast or slow, hot and cold type of thing. Maybe this person wanted to rush something that should have taken more time. So you know, like when you just meet somebody and you're supposed to like take some time to get to know them before you get into a relationship, right? This person might have wanted to like rush that part. Let's just like get into something quickly. So maybe this person was trying to rush this process, wasn't trying to, yeah, was trying to like go around the process of like building a foundation. You know what? I think your person like secretly wanted to have a relationship with you, wanted to come together with you, but they didn't feel like they had the ability to kind of like keep persevering. So I just described like a process that should normally happen between people before they get into a relationship. And I feel like this person was like, I don't have the energy. I don't have what, for whatever reason, people come to relationships from other things in life that drain them. This person felt like I don't have the time, the resources, the energy to kind of like pursue this. So I'm gonna do something like a little bit maybe you're not gonna know what I'm doing basically. But it's like this person's trying to get around the part where you're supposed to be building, getting to know each other, building the foundation of something, even a friendship. And but they want the partnership, but they're not like willing to put the work in. Is the essence of this, okay? Why they feel that you're gonna reject them? I don't get it. Like they're saying like because you require them to like be giving to you. Of course, like you're gonna have to give to somebody. I'm not understanding your person. Okay, it's like you require reciprocity. You require participation. You require there to be an exchange before they can be a new start with you. And as I said, this person didn't feel up to that. So they just thought, okay, she's going to reject me, or he's going to reject me. Group B is going to reject me. So, okay, I still want the partnership with them. So I'm going to do something maybe that they don't realize. Yeah, okay. My plans is what it feels like. What is this Nine of Hearts? I don't, okay. This person might have tried to move on to new love. It feels like what they wanted with you was this opportunity, but what's this Nine of Diamonds here? Yeah, I think there's something with your person about lack of patience, and not wanting to put in the groundwork, or not realizing how important groundwork is to everything, right? This person was very insistent that they want to pursue their singlehood, but also like, okay, they want to go towards like new beginnings. Is this with like others, or yeah, okay. This answers this like really clearly. I think something about this situation with you, Group B, made this person feel like I don't feel like they got to that point, but it made them feel like you're gonna reject them, and you're gonna like, because you're such a like a sharp, straight talker, truth teller type of thing, you're gonna like see through them in some way. So instead of like pretending that they wanted this thing with you, they also, it feels like, created some kind of distraction, like, or like, I'm gonna go to other people then, like, okay, I can't put the work in here, I'm gonna just go to other people and explore. Okay, if I can't have like the Ace of Hearts, which is like new love, something emotional, then I'm gonna just have I'm gonna explore like passion then, is what that feels like with different people. um because this person was like, also like, I want to be single. Your person's a little bit confusing, Group B, because it's like they want like three different things, and they're doing three different things. How you, I don't know, you must have felt confused at some point. Yeah, okay, you know what? Your person has this thing about, they know that they want to be stable. They want like maybe partnership at some point. They want to be somebody who people can rely on, but they want to do it quickly. And that's kind of like a weird mindset to have. Like, you want to, it's somebody that wants the hard things easily, quickly. And yeah, let's see how you felt about them. How do you feel? Group B, you were like, I don't understand you. I'm gonna just end this because, as I said, they're right. You are like somebody that you are gonna assess somebody, and you're gonna see what they're doing. And I think you just were like, all right, I have to end this. I have to end it. You could have also felt betrayed by this person as well. And you were like, you know what? I'm just gonna see the truth here. Um, I'm gonna see the truth. There's like two other people here. All right, your person could have had at least two other people that you knew of. Um, that comes out really clearly, that this person, okay, when we look at this person regrets, if we come down to it just clearly, they regret that in the connection with you, it was you and them, right? You two were on the same wavelength for a while, but with the Seven of Spades, they introduced something that was maybe a deception, a thing that would have betrayed your trust. And so they felt like, okay, they are sorry they did that. That's what it is. I'm sorry I did that. Okay. If you were looking for an apology, they are sorry they did that. Now that that's happened, what do they want to do? This person wants to try again. They want to, like, I think they might recognize that they have a certain type of impulsive nature, and they can, like, instead of just like going down the road with you, they hit like a roadblock with you, and then, or they got in their head when they were with you, and they just like talked themselves out of it, went to something else that was like pacifying or soothing for the moment. But then now they're like, okay, but I'm sorry I did this thing. This is, yeah, it's like somebody who's like, how to say, they are a victim to their will. They're not in control of their like will, right? Or self-discipline or something like that. 9 of clubs and the 10 of diamonds. This person does want to try again to create stability here with you, group B, is what I'm seeing. They feel very passionately about it, like a new beginning, and they are willing to like maybe put some fight energy behind it, because it feels like they're recognizing that they have feelings. So it's almost like this was a big learning experience for your person, like how to stabilize yourself. All right, so you said you felt like 10 of spades. I should clarify that. Yeah, I think you ended it because you weren't very satisfied. Maybe this person kept you waiting. And the 3 of spades is here, heartbreak as well. Yeah, it's like you were hurt how flippantly or inconsistent this person was with you, and how they just like went off to have a new beginning is what I'm seeing here with this. All right. Let's get advice for you. I did advice for you, and I'm going to get advice for your person. Group B, sorry. Advice for Group B. 7 of clubs. All right. Group B, your advice is the 7 of clubs with the 10 of hearts. So what is that? I think you have to, well, is this guarded? Yes, it is guarded. Okay. You need to have boundaries with people, even if those people make you happy, even if you think there's a future. And I almost think, because of how you come up in this reading, I don't really think I need to tell you that, Group B, because you held a strong boundary with this person. But it is saying like that is the thing you have to do. You want to it's like fight for yourself in connections. Like, make sure that people don't treat you lightly. Make sure that you are going for like your 10 of hearts, which is happiness with me and you, and that's very clear to everybody, and you're settling for like that and nothing else is what I'm seeing. And if it's not that, then you're kind of like close to that. The other thing is, and I just want to say, I wouldn't give this advice to everybody, but different people need advice differently, right? So there's a being closed. It's like a balance for you, Group B. While you want to like advocate for yourself, you want to keep boundaries that allow people to see who you are. You also want to not have too many walls, too many guards up, because of your worry that somebody will take advantage of you. So it almost has to be that nice balance of allowing people in, but also, having a kind of understood boundary of this is what I want. Okay. Now for group B's person, if you're a group B's person, what's the advice here for you? Okay, if you are group B's person, it feels like you might need some kind of comfort, safety, time to like rest, because it feels like group B's person that you've been up to a lot with a lot of different energies, and it feels like a kind of anxiety to me. It also feels like a kind of like inability to sit with yourself. It also feels like not trusting process type of thing. And what it's saying is that you might need to like close off for a while. Whatever it is that you identify has been draining to you, whatever it is that has put your connections in jeopardy, and you might want to like just take a minute to like just sit, heal, spend time with yourself, get to know yourself, allow yourself to recover from this as well, because I do see that it's been stressful on you as well. All right, so that is what I have for both of you. Let's get your zodiac readings, your zodiac charms is what I should say. All right, so for group B, who is this between the two of you? We have Aries, we have Pisces. This wanted to come out. We have Cancer. We have Leo. We have Capricorn. Okay, we got a lot. Libra, Scorpio, and Virgo. Okay, so those could be the signs between the two of you in Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, so that was group B. All right, so we're gonna do group C shortly. Today's reading has been a little bit long. It's Friday and I'm just taking my time and going through it, not rushing anything. Okay, so if you chose group C, this is going to be your reading. All right, so I'm just going to look quickly at this story, the Seven of Coins. All right, so the Seven of Coins, it's the story of Nana Watson. Okay, all right. Group C. So your person maybe regrets not sticking it through, not sticking through the harvest, right? Not, yeah, like scrapping everything. It's like giving up too soon. There's a whole like, this is a theme tonight, it feels like. A lot of people like not understanding that you actually need to take time. And I think it's like today's generation, the things we've been exposed to makes us think that we should just see somebody, it should be fireworks, and then voila, we have a great relationship. No, it's like this is the seven of coins. It's like you have to put work in, you have to invest time, you have to invest resources, and then you have to have the patience to see it through. Feels like your person didn't have that. They regret not doing that. Okay? That's just like the quick, short answer for you. All right, so let us find out more about this. All right. There's a lot here. Your person might want to say a lot. Group A, Group C. Group C. What's going on here for your person? Jack of Clubs. Two of Spades. King of Diamonds. Okay, and let's clarify. Jack of Diamonds. Five of Hearts. And the Six of Diamonds. Okay, all right, let's get into it. Ten of Hearts. Okay, it feels like your person's like very much seeing you as like, I don't know why this came to the tip of my tongue, but like love of my life type of thing. Dissatisfied that they didn't get to that point with you. But, you know, in a way, because of what we talked about with the seven of coins, it's like, whose fault is that? Like, you ran off before it could develop into anything, is what I'm getting from this. But let's go into your reading. Let's get into the cards for Group C's person. Okay, so Group C, if you chose this card, let's see, your person, okay, yeah, it's exactly what I was saying. Your person was very passionate about this situation, right? And I think they had an idea of how it's supposed to progress. Just all passion. Um, but then it's like they needed to also like take their time. And I think that's something that they struggled with. Like, how do I have all this passion, but I'm needing also to take time. So in your case, Group C is not that your person, there's a ton of feeling, but no patience is what is happening here. This person doesn't have patience. So what this person did, I don't know why they did this, and we're going to clarify soon. They put up some kind of blockage. They went on some kind of pause. Like, I'm okay, I can't wait. So I'm going to just like stop things. Why? Why would you do that? Because it feels like they didn't realize that even if something takes a longer time, but you keep going along, you're going to get there. It's like shorter or longer. Um, this has come up in several readings and I'm seeing it here. I didn't want to like point it out for sake of like always saying this, but it feels like this person just wanted the passion like quickly, but it was taking more time and they thought, okay, I'm gonna just cut my losses here. I'm not going any further with this. So it's almost like they read that something is taking more time as a bad thing, not actually as a good thing, because it means that the reward will be greater, or the foundation will be stronger, especially if you really like this person, Group C's person. So Group C, this is like what your person's going through. All kind of regrets that they just didn't stick out the connection with you. They also feel like they have a lot of like sadness about what they did, about what happened. And I don't think it's all on them, right? But it's like they're sad about what happened and therefore they've put up some kind of block. So you could be experiencing somebody that is like closed off. They're not moving forward or back. And Yeah. Another thing I'm seeing here, group B, is like group C, sorry, I keep saying another group, but this person could be in regret that they, another way of reading this, right? So if I'm flipping it, is, and maybe it's because both you and your person are watching this particular reading, is this person put up some kind of pause. So maybe they're the one that put up the pause. And I think it's like flipping between you and your person now. Somebody put up the pause. Like, we're not going any further. And they regret doing that. Somebody also might regret like taking longer to kind of get to the passion part. Maybe they wish they had gotten there sooner. And this could be somebody that regrets not giving to a connection in a more stable way. I kind of feel like it's the first story though. It's somebody, because they're here as King of Diamonds, Six of Diamonds. They're regretting giving to this situation. And so it's like, I wish I had stuck it out some for longer is what it feels like. Let's get some clarity on that. What is this like sadness here? New beginning. Okay, they're saying that there was a new start here with you and they ended it. They introduced like burdens, like they put too much on this connection. Um, they held back. It's like somebody saying like they wanted to it goes again like the story flips back and forth between you and them. Somebody here is saying that they withheld like just like having like giving into like the passion and ending like working together with each other or working it out. This person here says they regret like a new start where everything was just like so much so heavy, and they made like showing love and showing care so such a like a heavy burden. Like, why did they make it such a heavy burden? It's almost like this person they felt like they needed time. They felt like this is going too fast. Right, okay, so you could really have experienced this person as like a flip-flopper. Like, because as I said, I was reading the story and it's like in the middle of it, it just reversed the story. So at first, this person saying, I'm sorry I went too fast. And then at some point, this person saying, I'm sorry I held back. And it feels like this person, the truth is just that they felt like they couldn't deal with like any kind of connections at this point. You know, in this reading tonight, we have had a lot of people who have not been ready for relationships and they've tried to like start things, and you really do have to take time out before you start a new relationship so you don't keep dragging the same hurt and wounds into other things. Okay, why was a block here? Why was a block here? Okay, so this person says that they like any plan to move forward, they decided to put a close to it. Okay, so you do have somebody that is saying that there was a point when I was like working steadily towards something and I was doing it, you know, out of the passion of my heart. But at some point they're like, okay, I've decided now that what did they decide? Yeah, okay. I've decided that I am going to collaborate with others. I'm gonna like I just feels like they just like sabotage what was happening between the two of you. It's almost like, should I go fast? Should I go slow? Like, how did you feel about this person here? You felt like this person was your person. You felt like happy with them, but you also felt like they're chaotic and maybe you should move on. You felt, or maybe they moved on. You felt like that's a chaotic decision. That's a really unbalanced decision. Um, you feel like this is somebody that you potentially had a connection with that was good, but you had to put up boundaries with them. You had to restrict yourself from them because it feels like they were making you very anxious, putting you in your head, throwing you off your balance. And I don't think you like that. Who would like that, right? Um, what do they plan to do now? Okay, after all of this, what do they plan to do now? Okay, that's interesting. This person says that they plan to break somebody's heart. Are they leaving somebody? That's interesting. They plan to say truthfully that they want a new beginning. Like it's like almost like they know they're gonna have to fight for something. This is such a theme, this whole reading. If you connect with group C, you might connect with group B, and you might connect with group A tonight. This person is saying that they they might need to like, yeah, they're gonna have to just be a heartbreaker. It feels like to you or to somebody else. Is this to you or to somebody else? Feels like somebody that they're married to, somebody that they have some kind of stability or something going on with. Like they need to communicate something. What do they need to communicate? That they want to be single, they want to be on their own, is what it feels like. Okay, so this got a little bit complex with your person, but I think we got to the point. Your person could have been in this energy of back and forth with you because they were actually in another commitment. And so that's why there's like, I regret not investing in you. And that's also why throughout the whole process, the energy was back and forth. It's like somebody that wanted to invest but couldn't invest. And so now they're realizing, okay, I can't juggle two things. I'm just gonna have to say to this other Queen of Clubs here that I we're gonna have to like deal with our feelings, and it will be heartbreaking. I want a new opportunity out there in the world. I'm going after my new opportunity, my new love type of thing. And also, I want to be single. I want to be on my own. Okay. That is okay. That took a different turn for you guys. I want to get advice for you, Group C. Advice for Group C. Ace of Wands and 3. Okay. All right. So it feels like there's something in the air. Okay, you shouldn't have to be waiting on new excitement, new ventures, new things, right? But this is indicating that your ships might come in, and you can see the potential in that. Maybe in this person, maybe in new. If you don't want this person, there's the universe tends to work like this. If it's not this person, something else is there. And it's just for us to spot the opportunity, right? So it's like your new adventure is coming on the horizon, group C, either with this person or not with this person. If you walk away, it feels like there's going to be something else out there for you. Now, if you are group C's person, if you relate to this story being you, then let's get some advice for the cross watcher. Okay, it kind of feels like group C's person might have some kind of concern that if they leave the situation they're in, that they're not going to have the resources that they should have. And they're worried about coming into this commitment or this partnership with nothing, without much. And okay, let me get more on that. And what should they do? Yeah, it's like you just have to make a decision, right? It's just about making a decision. Are you going to work along with group C? Or if it's a new person, if you want to leave this connection you're in, if that's the main goal, then we all leave. We all have points where we don't have much, right? And we all have points when you're building that you need to build from scratch or very little. So it's just like I just need to make the decision and then follow through, basically. Especially if you discuss it with the person you're going towards, and you can find some way to make it work. Yeah, it feels like that's the advice here. All right, so we have gotten through all the readings. Thank you for sticking through either this group or the whole reading. And let us see. Group C's zodiac signs. This is either your person or you. Okay, Group C, Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces. Should I get one more? Okay. Two more. Okay. Gemini and Taurus. Okay. Gemini and Taurus tend to be connectors. Pisces and Virgo tend to be connectors. Scorpio and Cancer. All right, so it feels like it's all the water signs and all the earth signs, okay, plus Aries and Gemini. All right, so that is what I have for you tonight. I'm hoping that this found you well. If you like this, please do give a like, comment, and subscribe. Give a thumbs up, all right? So this is what I have for you. Take care, and I'll see you in another reading